Hey there. I'm planning on starting a video series about the political mail that I'll be getting in the 2020 election. Sometime this August or September, onward to November 3rd, I'm expecting to see some mail, actually, quite a bit of mail, for the 2020 general election. And now, I can't say that my family has gotten no 2020 election mail whatsoever, but I do expect to get more and more of it sometime in September and October. And I thought I'd talk about what ads I'm expecting. To make my guesses, I'll be using trends from the previous elections, including the 2020 primary and the 2018 general election, since they'll both be relevant to what I'm expecting. So, you'll probably need a general idea on where I live. So, I live in the state of Illinois, in the 6th congressional district relating to the Federal House of Representatives, and the 42nd district relating to the Illinois State House of Representatives, and I live in DuPage County, which is a subset of the area in Illinois. Anyway, I'll start with the race from which I'll probably get the most mail traffic, the 6th congressional district race. Jeannie Ives, the Republican candidate, sent us 4 different ads in the 2020 primary, which is not something that sounds like a lot, but it was the most ads of anyone in that election. So, I expect her to be promoted and attacked quite a bit, and I'll expect the same of Sean Casten, who's the incumbent Democrat candidate for the same race. Speaking of people running for federal positions, I think it's worth mentioning that I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting mail advertisements for the Senate candidates. In the 2020 primary, I received 0 mail for Senate candidates. And the only reason I have advertisements for Senate candidates is that I met a couple of them on the Republican side personally. Their names were Mark Curran and Dr. Tom Tarter, and got the advertisements from them personally. So Mark Curran was the winner of the race, and I don't know if he's going to rely much on physical mail, or at all. The same goes with the incumbent Democrat, Dick Durbin. There's also a libertarian candidate called Danny Mailoff, who's sent me digital advertisements, but he might rely on physical advertisements a bit more than the Republican and Democrat candidates, but I can't say for sure. And of course, I have a few potential advertisers for the presidential race. And to no one's surprise, their names are Donald Trump and Joe Biden, and also possibly Jo Jorgensen, who's a libertarian candidate. Now, truthfully, Donald Trump has actually been advertising to us, not through commercial-like advertisements, but instead with letters with donation requests. So for all I know, we might receive 1 or 2 more before the election comes, as well as some commercial-like advertisements from him. So, the problem is with the Democrat candidate Biden and the Libertarian candidate Jo Jorgensen, I don't have a pattern to go off because they haven't sent me anything yet. So on a state level, I have one race to decide for, which is the state representative race. So the incumbent, Amy Grant, last time she was up and running, she sent me nothing. I got nothing from her in the general. Every ad I could find was against her, not for her. So she's probably gonna give me similar results this time. However, I will expect advertisements from her Democratic opponent, Ken Mejia-Beal. As a matter of fact, I actually already have a 4-page piece of mail promoting him. It's not from his campaign directly, but it is from the Democratic Party of Illinois, so I'll probably expect more from his campaign and/or from that party. On a county level, another likely advertiser I'm expecting is Rick Felice, a Republican candidate for DuPage County Judicial Circuit Court judge. He sent me 2 ads in the 2020 primary, which is the second most of anyone for that election. And that also means that he was the only other candidate besides Jeannie Ives to send me multiple advertisements for that particular election. But I'm not so sure about what his rival, Assam Nisamuddin, is gonna do. He didn't send me anything in the primaries, and he hasn't really been advertising himself as much online. And if he doesn't advertise himself as much online as I've been seeing Rick Felice doing, then I'm not sure he's going to be sending as much physical mail either. So aside from those major races, I'll be expecting some miscellaneous paper ads from local candidates, and we'll see who those local candidates are later. But as a bonus, I thought I'd talk about not only candidates for which I can vote, but also a policy which I and other Illinoisans could vote for or against this election: the Illinois Graduated Income Tax. It's called the fair tax, but objectively, it's graduated, and I've seen multiple people advertise for and against it, or should I say multiple entities, because I'm talking about entities like Vote Yes for Fair Tax, No Progressive Tax, and No Unfair Tax. So for all I know, those groups may be sending me physical mail as well. And those, in short, are my expectations for the advertisements that I will get for this election cycle.